y'all doing? And welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little ugly babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player thick where I hear any goddamn screen, we do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. What's happening and welcome. Thank y'all for joining the player. What it is? Oh, she finna thump. Anyway, how y'all doing, man? What's going on? Oh, she whooped her too. Oh, she whooped that in her. I got to say that right there. That baby shirt came off. That's what's up. How you doing? How you doing? Well, y'all, welcome for the nightly news around here in these doggone streets. Yeah, she's still bad about it. Anyway, what's today? It's Wednesday. It's hump day. We got a little news going on to talk about. I saw something on Facebook that's really, really bothering me. And I'm gonna have to talk about it. I'm gonna have to talk about it. Don't worry about it. Y'all come on in, man. Just come on in and hit that little thumbs up button. We is everywhere. We everywhere you want to be. We everywhere. Everywhere. Not get it twisted. And shout out to the people who be posting women on Facebook and talk about like just gorgeous. These gorgeous black women. And y'all got to stop doing that because you all would never post or have not ever posted just a picture of a black woman without showing her butt. And saying that such a beautiful black woman, gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? What they have been doing lately is showing Sanaa Lathan. She's beautiful on Facebook, but she's in a bikini with ass on. Yeah. I spoke about this right here like a few weeks ago. They did it with Angel Reese. She's so beautiful. They can't be beautiful without sexualizing, huh? Without us seeing her skins. Without us seeing the skins of these beautiful, gorgeous women. Y'all can't post it like that right there, huh? That's what's up. Say, the 407 is up in the building. What it do? Atlanta is up in the house. Man, y'all come on in, sit yourself right on down. Don't be afraid. I am Willie. In case y'all new around here, just come on in and join wherever y'all is at. Give a player a thumbs up. We're not waiting to get to 100, but eventually we want to get over 100 real quick. I want to get over 100 real quick, but we're not going to wait to get over 100 before we get the party started. Hey, we're finna get the party started like right now. South Carolina said the 803 is up in the building. I'm finna show y'all some. And listen, I do understand that we got to get our numbers up. I get that we got to get our numbers up out here because this is how folk get paid. You know what I'm saying? But do we got to get our numbers up with the lies though? like, do we really have to do it with the lies? I mean, the lies. Like we just out here lying. Do we got to do it like that? I don't think that we have to do it like that, but I'm finna show y'all something. I'm finna show you something. Just let me go ahead and get myself together. Let me grab that. Let me post it like that. Oh, hell, let me make it bigger. I want it to be bigger so y'all can see because this is a lie. This is a lie from what I'm finna show y'all, but I want y'all to let me know, is this a lie? I want y'all to let me know, is this a lie or is this the truth? Hell, because I could be wrong. I'm not always right. It's just the majority of times I'm right. But not always. You know what I'm saying? Watch this.
I'm just finna go ahead on and do it like this right here. We just finna start it off like this. I'm finna put it up on the screen for you. Watch it. Bam. Read it and weep. Read it and weep is on the screen for you. It's on the screen. I don't be wanting to put nothing in nobody's mouth. I just like people to speak for themselves, and then I will make a comment. Or it will force me to have an opinion on the things that I be out here hearing. I've said for the longest time, men who be on this wagon right here, I think that y'all need to be removed off Earth, just in my opinion. But I'm finna let the player with the hat speak for himself, because this is a video. Mm-hmm. But what's written, it says 8/3/2025. The new state law, if you hit a woman, it's a first-degree felony. That's what he said. Hold on. Hell, I might as well record this right here and upload it somewhere else. Hold on. This thing say 8/3/2025. The new law states that if you hit a woman, it's a first-degree felony. Let's let a player speak, and we'll be back. Here we go.
Put your hands on a woman, it is an automatic first-degree felony. From now on, if you touch a woman, it is a first-degree felony. I'm so happy because so many men out here beating women, putting their hands on women, but they won't fight a man. They won't fight a man. They'll raise their hand at a man, but they will scream and yell and punch and kick on a woman. So from here on out, if you put your hands on a woman, the state is automatically going to pick up the charges and give you a first-degree felony that carries 5 to 99. You are toasted. All you men out there fighting on women, putting your hands on women, you don't deserve to walk the earth, man. You don't deserve it. You need to be locked away. They need to throw away the key. And for all the ladies out here who feel scared, like you don't want to tell on a person, you are just as wrong as he is, man. You wrong because the next person might not make it and survive in order to tell their story. So if you got a man out there who putting his hands on you.
Shout out to a player. Tattoos on his neck. I ain't saying people tattoos on their necks bad. People, I just like to go on the point out. Tattoos on his neck. We're gonna run it back though. Don't even worry about it. You say the fatherless male is dramatic. That would sound like to me, huh? You say They say I call simp. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what would have been cool? That if he was like saying this, like, if you hit a woman, it's a first-degree felony. And ladies, if you hit a man, it's a first-degree felony. Like, that would have sounded really, really good. I'd be like, oh, snap. Okay. Shout out to C-Note for the 199 super chat. Say, where's his daddy? Shout out to Sensei for the $2 super chat. He says, so will you have to register as a woman beater? Oh, that's a good one right there. I like it. I damn near got in my feelings when I had them watched it earlier, and I was like, well, I'm gonna do this thing called research. So I did this thing called research. Let me do it right now. Let me remove him off the screen, put myself on the screen. Let's see. How did I do it? Is there a law that states if you hit a woman, it's a first-degree felony? I did this on my phone though, and it's not the same. Well, it's giving the same answer. All right, perfect. So let me remove this. Damn it, it'll be this one. Oh, I will have to go here to put up on the screen. All right, bam. I can just put up on the screen like this right here. Simple Google search. Simple Google search. You say, Willie, why research? You say it. If it's all states, it should be federal. Then facts. But I just went on ahead and did this right here for you. You say, no, there isn't a specific law stating that hitting a woman is a first-degree felony. However, in Florida, if someone intentionally touches or strikes another person against their will, that means both male and females, or or intentionally causes bodily harm is considered battery, a first-degree misdemeanor. If there is a prior battery conviction, it can be elevated to a third-degree felony, but not specifically because the victim is a woman. The severity of the charge can and also increase if a deadly weapon is involved and if the act is part of domestic love. We call it domestic love, y'all call it domestic violence. All right, cool. Got it out of the way. Simple little simple little thing. Simple little a Google search. Simple, like we ain't gotta argue about it. Put Buddy back on the screen real quick for you. Shout out to our Dodger Trap for the $2 super chat. He say he did the video doing the Nicki Minaj challenge. You mean he was sitting on one leg? He was sitting on here. He probably had on heels. Goddamn shame. Run it back, pimp.
Hands on a woman, it is an automatic first-degree felon.
Yeah.
From now on, if you touch a woman, it is a first-degree felon.
So is he trying to scare dudes? Is he trying to scare dudes to not chastise one of these bitches out here in these streets? Is that what he's trying to do? Because maybe he still failed to realize, or maybe he just don't know. Maybe he just don't know because everybody don't know. Men ain't just whooping on women. Men ain't just chastising women for no reason. Let's just put it like that right there. But go ahead. Oh, but then again, there's never no reason to chastise one of these bitches out here in the street, regardless of what they do. Right? Go ahead.
I'm so happy because so many men out here beating women, putting their hands on women, but they won't fight a man.
Why do y'all believe
that? Fight a man.
Why do y'all believe that a man won't fight a man because he will hit a woman? Who taught y'all? Who raised y'all like that? Do y'all know every player that I know who have chastised one who is out here in these streets ain't never had a problem with fighting no man? Not now one. And I've seen plenty of players have to reboot the system. Plenty of them. Not now one of those players has ever been afraid to fight a man. Hell, they grew up fighting men. So that got to be the dumbest thing for people to say. And it's all so many men and women say that dumb shit. It's just stupid. It's really, really stupid. You know what's crazy? They said that about there was the boxer. The boxer who had done hit his woman or something like that. He'll never do that to a man. And I'm thinking to myself, but you do know his profession? He's a boxer. So basically, we just say these type of things because we is on repeat. We as followers. You know, shout out to C-No for the 499 super chat. He say, in the words of Willie Williams, he say, what did she do? Yeah. They do something to get chastised. Here we go.
Because so many men out here beating women, putting their hands on women, but they won't fight a man.
Watch this.
They won't fight a man. They'll raise their hand at a man, but they will scream and yell and punch and kick on a woman.
They'll scream and yell and punch and kick on the woman, won't even raise their hand. All right, go ahead.
So from here on out, if you put your hands on a woman, the state is automatically going to pick up the charges.
Stop. If you put your hands on a woman, the state is going to automatically pick up charges. Well, that's been in effect since, I think, like the 80s or something like that right now. The state will pick it up. The state will pick it up, especially if you have prizes and shit like that right now. Now, not all the time will the state pick it up, but that's been a thing since before 2025. In case y'all don't know, I've been on Earth a long time. You know what I'm saying? So this been since I was a little bitty boy. But then he finished the sentence. Well, he adds on to the sentence, which make him right and wrong. Watch this.
The state is automatically going to pick up the charges and give you a first-degree felony that carries
That's the lie.
5 to 90.
That's the lie. The state is going to pick it up. That's a fact. But not all the time. And then the state going to give you a first-degree felony. That's a lie. That's dead ass wrong. He cannot show you that in the law nowhere. At all. But go ahead, go. And
degree felony that carries 5 to 99.
And that's a lie. It carries 5 to 99. That's a lie. There's not a law. But go ahead.
You are toasted. All you men out there fighting on women, putting your hands on women.
Yeah.
You don't deserve to walk the earth, man.
So you think a player who chastised one of these bitches should not walk the earth, but you still believe that a woman who assaults a man need to walk the earth. So is it the assault that's like bothering you, or is it who is doing the assaulting bothers you? It seems to me that he really, really cares and loves women. He really, really loves the female specimen. Do y'all know how stupid we be? Do y'all know how not only will we put another person before us, but we would put a whole other gender before us. We was trained real good. Shout out to Simone for the $11 cash shop. He said we used to get chose for our cute faces. That's what used to happen. Not no more. It ain't like that no more. Damn, if you ain't got no booty. It's crazy out here in these doggone street. But I'm just saying though, bag it up. Say that little part again, fella.
Women, you don't deserve to walk the earth, man. You don't deserve it.
You don't deserve for not for hitting a woman like if she trying to hunt your son, like you shouldn't. No, nothing. What if she hit your mama? Is it off limits? Is everything off limits that a woman would do? Well, what if she kill your mama and stab your daddy in your face? You gonna hold her and call the police until they come? You're just gonna hold her and restrain her? That's what's up. All right, go ahead.
You need to be locked away. They need to throw away the key.
Wow.
And for all the ladies out here who feel scared, like you don't want to tell on a person.
Your problem is you think that they scared. Do y'all understand? The women who is in domestic love relationships ain't scared. I understand that it's popular belief that these women are scared. No, they're not. Not all.
You are just as wrong as he is, man.
Oh, so now you mad at the women for holding it down and being in the domestic love relationship, the relationship that they choosing to be in, the one that they love that man in, huh? You mad at them for not saying nothing, calling the people on him?
Because the next person might not make it and survive in order to tell their story.
Then they should not at all be in the domestic love relationship. Because if she don't tell, watch this. If she don't tell on the man, then what he's saying that he has an opportunity to do it to someone else. Yeah, if she want to be in a domestic love relationship, this is all a part of a domestic love relationship. And that's what they sign up for. Have y'all noticed that there's just some people who is just not in a domestic love relationship? Why? Because they chose not to be in a domestic love relationship. It's real simple, but go ahead.
So if you got a man out there who putting his hands on you,
keep your man, ladies. Listen. Stop listening to this thing because he trying to hunch and it really don't. Do you know the millions of women look at you as soft for what you just said, player? I want y'all players to be understanding. There's so many women who want a man to stand up on it and show the love. Now, did I ever say that men need to just be out here just whooping on chicks? I never said that. What I said is that's what we like. What I said is domestic love is what we like. I tell men, I've been coaching men for the longest and been telling men, defend yourself at all costs. That bitch want to be a man, treat that bitch like a man. She hit you, like hit her ass back. That's the same thing that you would tell your children, right? You know, it's strange. We would tell our children, if somebody hit you, you hit them back. But once they get older, don't you ever put your hands on the opposite sex. We foolish. And we sound real stupid to thinking people. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Appreciate y'all for watching. I'm out of here, man. Liar. A whole liar. Shout out to T. Lee for the $5 super chat. You say, Willie, like he in Weird Science saying words like female specimens. Shout out to C-Note for the $4.99 super chat. You say the women will praise him in the comments, but those same women won't give him no monkey for all that simping. That's a fact. And these dudes be out here caping for the whole so bad and not even understanding. They don't like y'all. They don't like you like that. Because if a woman is getting now he sounds like a dude that will get in somebody else's business. He sounds like a dude who will get in somebody else's business. And then if you get into the right couple's business, they going to jump his ass. The woman and the man is going to jump him because how dare you try to fight her man. And then see, once that happened, then you will learn it ain't what you thought it was. You will learn then it really ain't what you thought it was. You thought that that these women don't want it. That's what y'all be out here thinking. And that's your bad. But I be trying to save lives. But you're hard-headed. So just keep doing what you're doing. Shout out to Mr. Gino for the $5 cash app. Say salute to a double O player. I appreciate that right there for real though. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much on you. I had to show it to y'all because that was on my dog on Facebook. And I just, oh my God. They doing too. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, and what's crazy about that video, which is crazy, but what's actually good, nobody commented. Literally, hold on. I don't just like to say stuff. Watch this. There's no comments. There's no comments at all. Yeah. There's no comments. Maybe people is not falling for the okie doke. All right, y'all. We got a few things. Let me click through. Let me see what we're gonna do. That's 15. We're not going. Oh, I gotta do that when I get off. Anyway, that's for later on. Oh, all right. Okay, we have one of our sisters. Damn it, hold on. Pause that. Here, we gotta wait for the commercial. We got one of our sisters who have been assaulted. I think assaulted. We have a woman, one of our sisters, who have been accused of hijacking. All right. One of our sisters is accused of hijacking an MTA train and assaulting the transit worker. Go and put the picture on up here. That's what's up. One of our sisters is accused of hijacking the MTA train and assaulting the transit worker. Why the bonnet so big though, dog? Like, why is this purple bonnet so big? Let me give y'all the story. Here you go.
Justine Randall is on the run from the law again in what's become a real-life catch me if you can caper. The 18-year-old is accused in a series of subway joyriding crimes in which she's allegedly behind the conductor's controls, hurtling down the tracks.
She obviously have a disregard for our justice system.
A Brooklyn judge Tuesday issuing a bench warrant for Randall's arrest after skipping out on her latest arraignment. The Bronx woman has been charged with swiping MTA train keys, hijacking trains that are out of service in Brooklyn and Queens, and beating up a 54-year-old transit worker.
The MTA, they're not going to do anything or take any type of action until someone gets killed. And by that time, it's too late. I seen one kid say, hey, you're going to kill somebody. And the other kid that was operating the train said, oh, well.
Police say Randall's hijinks date back to at least March and as recent as last month. In one instance, a veteran MTA worker tried stopping her and explains he was violently assaulted and pepper sprayed on board a Brooklyn train.
They had pepper sprayed me and assaulted me, punching me, choking me.
The Transit Workers Union says this has been a constant issue the MTA has yet to prevent. Vice President of Transit Operations, Tremel Thompson, said he sees trains stolen almost every week, all of which are out of service.
I don't think there's any type of deterrence.
The criminality won't stop at this. It's going to continue until it escalates to something worse. Because this person doesn't have any regard for life or humanity.
Justine Randall.
We got to stop this shit, man. What are we doing? He said she living her life. Facts. The title of this video was actually Transgender Woman. A transgender woman is accused of hijacking an MTA trains, assaulting a transit worker. The person who did the interview, he started off wrong, but I guess, man, watch.
hurtling down the tracks.
She obviously have a disregard for our justice systems.
They got us, y'all. Boy, they got us. A player say she obviously, she obviously. That's how he started out the sentence. Boy, they got us when we just trying to keep our little jobs or something like that right there, right? He say, good evening, Uncle Willie and chat. What it do? Yeah. This is just a sad representation of a cis woman. Y'all know that y'all don't like cis and stuff, but y'all just allowed our trans sisters to label y'all something else, and y'all just went with it. So you're trans sisters now. I don't know how this stuff be happening, but damn it happened. It just happened. It just changed y'all whole thought process. Y'all just went with it. Y'all just went with it. Doing crimes at 18 as a trans sister. What is wrong with you, girl?
Judge Tuesday issuing a bench warrant for Randall's arrest after skipping out on her latest arraignment. The Bronx woman.
The Bronx woman. You can be who you want to be.
Arraignment. The Bronx woman has been charged with swiping MTA train keys, hijacking trains that.
God damn. Move right along. I ain't gonna be much hold you, man. Listen, y'all should not be out there doing crimes. It is illegal to do what our trans sister had done did. So please do not try this at home. You know, stuff like that right there that we supposed to say to try to uplift the community and keep y'all out of trouble. Moving right along. Oh, damn, one of my pimp player past partners down bad right now. Yeah. Say it ain't so, dog. Say it ain't so. Before I just want to ask this question before I go on and get a story. I just hope that he got God's money. That he collects God's money before what I'm finna go on and tell you. Out here we got a South Bend pastor is accused of sexual crimes against minors. Sexual, like touching on against minors or a minor. See, the accusation don't be the accusation already be bad, but when you can get I plead guilty. Now I do understand why a lot of people they plead guilty, because a lot of times it don't make no sense to take things to trial, because it's kind of like, listen, if you plead guilty, we'll give you like probation, something like that right there, and or 3 to 6 months or something. I suppose if we go to trial now, you're looking at 10. God, I know I ain't do it, but listen, no. Hell, I know I ain't do it, but did you just say I would be looking at 10 years? Bitch, if I go to trial and try to defend myself, but if I take a plea, you gonna give me probation and let's say probation and community service. What y'all gonna do, man? Huh? Listen. I do understand that a whole bunch of people believe that when somebody is convicted, that they is automatically guilty, and or even when people plead guilty, that they are guilty. Y'all have to really, really think about this right here. What if somebody is accusing you of something, especially some sexual, that destroys some of everything, like your whole life just got bent up out here in the doggone streets, but probation with community hours, 150 community hours. You can do them at a church. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to, if I go to trial and the minimum I'm facing is 10 years. Dang. Do you put it in God's hands? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend. Do you put it in the Lord's hands? Do you stand on faith though? Is it you on your mama? Like, How do you stand 10 toes down by the door? If you take this plea, you can be out before the weekend. And today Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Like hold on. Today Wednesday. By the time we work up all the paperwork, you go to court in the morning, you know what I'm saying, and just accept the plea and shit. You go home like tomorrow evening. After court and the paperwork and the booking and the picture taking and all that fly stuff right there, and you go it on to get your little things out the sale, but you can go home tomorrow. Huh? But you know, by pleading guilty, you was on a sexual predator to the thing, you can't be a pastor. Well, you can, because people will get over it and, you know, just put their trust in the Lord. You know, but as far as like being like a community leader and all that fly stuff, you can't do it, but you get to go home tomorrow. If not, you facing 10. It's deep. It's deep. South Bend pastor pled guilty to it, though.
Some new information at 4 o'clock out of court in a disturbing story about a former pastor 16 News Now told you about back in November of last year. We're talking about 36-year-old
Don't do me like that.
Jeffrey Carter, who you see there, who was arrested on multiple charges, including child exploitation, possession of child porn, sexual battery, and child seduction. According to online court records, he pleaded guilty last month to the charges.
To all of them?
The 16 News Now I-Team told you about Carter's work history, including as pastor of Apostolic House of Deliverance on South Bend's West Side. He's also the former director of the Children's Choir of Michiana, which ended all affiliation with him after our reporting. He was also listed as a recruitment coordinator at Notre Dame, but since our reporting, he's no longer an employee there. According to court paperwork, a 17-year-old unnamed victim filed a police report against him last year. Police later found hidden cameras in his home and nude pictures and videos of the victim as well. Carter later admitted to recording the victim and even performing sexual acts while standing over the 17-year-old while they were sleeping.
Wait. What state is South Bend? Anybody? Is it like Carolina or something like that right there? What? The Miccosukee police? No, that's not the Miccosukee. What state is South Bend in? You know we got to look up the age of consent. We tripping by the... Hold on. In Indiana? Indiana. What's the age of consent in Indiana? 16. Shit. What are we talking about? This a crime? Wait, hold on. All right. You old handsome player, too. Oh, man, you could have got all the whole... Hey, I'm pretty sure that you was already getting... He was probably turning down all them chicks, though. He probably turning down all them chicks because you old out here, baby. Listen, he probably out there sounding like Trick. Trick like, bitch, I don't deal with nobody over 35. You know what I'm saying? You old, damn it, your hoes old. You know? He'll probably just turn them down like, bitch, you 22. Bitch, you too old for me. You know what I'm saying? Like you probably, I like them young. Back that thing up just a little bit. Damn, he was part of the appetizer church. The apostolic church.
To the charges. The 16 News Now I-Team told you about Carter's
Apostolic Home of Deliverance. You belong here. Come on around here. You belong around here. Yeah. Sundays at 10 a.m. Morning service. Oh, Sunday school is at 10 a.m. Morning service is 11:15. Damn, I used to hate to be in church all day, though. You know what I'm saying? Like when is this shit over with? But anyway, Thursday at 7 p.m. is for Bible study. Thursday is for Bible study the day before we go to the club. That's what's up. Damn, pimp.
Work history, including as pastor of Apostolic House of Deliverance on South Bend's West Side. He's also the former director of the Children's Choir of Michiana, which ended all...
I also bet that he's one of those pastors who said that he was called by the Lord and everybody believed him. Have y'all ever noticed that when people say that they have been called by the Lord, don't nobody question it, don't nobody challenge it until something that people believe that the Lord ain't with? Or something that the Lord is against come up. They will rock with them. Damn it, they'll let them lay hands, feel all on you and shit like that right there. Watch your kids and all that fly shit right there because they believe that you have been called by the Lord. But as soon as something like this right here happen, and then they're going to start to say, well, nah, he wasn't called by the Lord. No, hell no. You thought that he was called by the Lord when he was around here feeling on you and shit like that right there, and you was paying your fees. Don't turn your back on God's child now. You can say that he was rocking with the devil or he had that devil spirit on him, but he's still God's child. And ain't y'all supposed to forgive him? Forgive him. He said, was it a 17-year-old girl or boy? That's a good question. Play it back just a little bit.
All affiliation with him after our reporting. He was also listed as a recruitment coordinator at Notre Dame, but since our reporting, he's no longer an employee there. According to court paperwork, a 17-year-old unnamed victim filed a police report.
I'm guessing that this would be a male because they gave like a male silhouette. Is they trying to tell us that is it a male? Oh, damn it. The Lord don't like gay men, but still God's child.
Against him last year. Police later found hidden camera.
Against him last year. Hold on.
Against him last year. Police later found hidden cameras in his home and nude pictures and videos of the victim as well. Carter later admitted to recording the victim and even performing sexual acts while standing over the 17-year-old while they were sleeping.
Why was the 17-year-old sleeping at the pastor's house? On November the 8th, 2024, I'm going to interview victim 1 regarding the incident. Victim 1 reported that on Halloween, October the 31st, 2024, while staying at Carter's residence. Why was a 17-year-old staying at the pastor's house on Halloween? He was trick and treat. They was tricking and treating. That's what's up. Bam. Joseph County, Indiana, they were awakened. They were awakened by someone's rubbing their leg. They stated that they then felt someone squeezing their buttocks. They would then turn over to observe Carter within the bedroom. Victim 1 disclosed that they observed a camera flash illuminating and observing Carter tug/pull his pants up and quickly hide his cell phone. Victim 1 also disclosed that the blanket, which was covering them, notice they're using they and thems. Did not let us know the sex. You say was particularly was partially pulled up, exposing his buttocks, which was covered by blue boxers. Thank y'all for helping us right there. Thank y'all for helping us right there. Because y'all, when you're using the they and thems, and then y'all just had to point out the type of underwear that was on the person. Instead of them saying underwear, the blue boxers. Victims 1 indicated that they observed a video of Carter masturbating, and victim 1 was in the video, and it showed their buttocks covered in blue clothing. How did they come across a video of Pastor beating it up? You know what I'm saying? How did they do that? Oh, wait. I should have started from the bottom because I'm seeing a mother. November the 3rd, a 17-year-old victim and their mother came to the police department and filed a police report regarding a criminal act occurring inside of what is named home. Victim 1 and their mother had also provided a cellular device to law enforcement, which belonged to Carter. This cellular device contained disturbing photographs and videos within the hidden folders section of the device. How did they steal the man's device? Isn't that theft? Damn what was on the device. And should that evidence be thrown out? You should not be able to steal a person's device. 17 years old, also attend sleepovers. This is great. Notice they also said the victim and the mother. They didn't say the victim and the father. That'd be strange to me sometimes. Why ain't never a dad around? But isn't that what you always say that predators look for? kids with no father, and y'all still want to be single mamas because y'all don't need no man, but your children needs a father. Your children need a father, but you don't need that. That's what's up. That is what's up. Hold on. No. Damn, player. We'll see you in a good little minute, man. You're going to bun out and all that fly shit right there. I wonder how much time is they going to give, buddy. I wonder how much time that they're going to give, but maybe not a lot. Maybe not a lot. He's going to give his life to the Lord. Well, his life is he already given his life to the Lord. Let's see some real quick comments. Kanye North, I don't know what that's about. He said, I thought he was blowing massive vape clouds at first. He said, tax the churches. There are many reasons why one becomes a preacher. You say Trump will pardon him. Now, why would Trump pardon a sexual assaulter? Why would they put that on Trump? Why would they do that? You say, I remember when I stayed with my schoolmate friend girl, and I woke up and her daddy had his hand over my mouth telling me crazy things about me. He shared the same RM, I guess the same room. I was 16 and now 46. Got to be more careful. You say he was calling Pastor Daddy. You say, Willie, you better not get caught up in the scandal like this. Hell no, it damn sure won't be with no boy. I tell you something, listen, I would never get caught up in no underage shit. I came up in the time to where we said, you got about 2 more mango seasons. Boy, I'm trying to tell you something. Is that being like a predator or something? That you can see the potential in how good somebody gonna look? Huh? I don't know. Because I was watching some other videos where they was talking about somebody was talking about I guess that celebrity, or there is a celebrity girl who said when she turned 18, she gonna start her OnlyFans. And she actually did start her OnlyFans, and she made over $1 million in the first day, breaking the record again. This is like the second or maybe the third record. And people was calling, because they do believe that all of the people who subscribed to her OnlyFans, which is over 500,000, subscribed to her OnlyFans were all men. That's the belief of people. When I just want to tell y'all, it wasn't all men. We tend to forget that women like them young too. Yeah. Yeah, right. You looking towards the future. That's all. I don't think that. But the people in the video was like, all of these predators, and that's something that we got to bring to the forefront. All of these predators that y'all waited until this girl turned 18 and y'all wanted to see that baby naked. So would people be okay if people waited until she was 21? What about 19? What about 20? Did it matter that because she just turned 18? People like 3 hours ago, she was 17. Okay. I don't be understanding it. She's just a baby. Okay. That's what you think. The amount of meat that she taking, just saying. He said, who let a 12-year-old pre-register now? No, listen, the Cash Me Out girl did it first, if I'm not mistaken. This is another one. Like, she just did it like on the weekend. It's another youngin'. She just turned 18 and I don't know. I don't think people is following the law. We complain that we want people to follow the law, but when people follow the law, it's a problem with following the law. I don't understand. Just because you was in your 30s and 40s and you think that 18 is too young, that's your bad. There was a time to where you thought 16 was all right. There's a time that you thought 14 and 15 was all right. You know, back when you was in high school, you thought that them ages was fine. Huh? Now that you're 25, now that you're 30 and 35, oh my God, you shouldn't be looking at her like that. You was hunching, though, the 15, 16, 17-year-olds then too. But now that age is a problem because you're older. What are we talking about? And then you got to ask yourself this right here. If you was hunching in school, you had sex with a minor. I love to get people with that right there. Ask somebody, you ever had sex with a minor? No, hell no, I would never. You was a liar. If you had sex in high school, you was a liar. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just be throwing out stuff. Shout out to KC Grimm for the $2 super chat. They say monkey only good when you sharing yours, Willie. Oh man. They say religion don't got nothing to do with decency. Is that decency? Decency or sexual discipline? Is that can't be decency? It could be, or sexual discipline, but yeah, blame anything to blame anything to just being a cheap whore. I guess that's. I hope I read it right. Mm-hmm. You say, I bet it was mainly older, lighter hues watching her. That's a possibility. I think all races watched her, but I can understand maybe more lighter hues because she is a lighter hue girl. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I would like to say, she was hunching at 15. She gonna hunch at 25. She gonna hunch at 35. That monkey's still the same. I don't. Well, not the same, because the more that you hunch, the more wear and tear on that monkey. So it was actually better the younger that she was. I don't know, man. People out here tripping. But anyway, let's go on out here to LA, man. Let's go on out here to LA. People just be in their feeling, be talking loud out here. Okay, you guys are predators. Shut up. Because if she was 18 and you was attracted to her without knowing that she was 18, your ass is smashed. We play too much. If a female is attractive to you and you don't know her age, your ass will smash. The only reason you would not smash a young girl is because you know her age. Stop it. We play too much, dog. We really, really do. We really, really do. Yeah, we got to go on out here to LA, though. We got to go on out here to LA. Yeah. All right. Not all. We got to throw that out there real quick. We have 8 people shot at a Los Angeles party. And also a music producer was shot. It ain't like Dr. Dre or nobody like that right there, or what is the other name? DJ Quick or nothing like that. No. This is like, we might not know him, but here you go.
In downtown LA, at least 2 people have been killed in a shooting following a warehouse party overnight. 6 others were injured. 2 of them remain in critical condition. KTLA's Aaron Myers live now at the scene with the latest. Aaron, good morning.
Good morning, Jessica. We know that police came to that party. They shut it down, and then a couple hours later, they were called back when shots rang out. And you can see this scene is still active here. They do have a large area blocked off near East 14th Place and Griffith for this investigation. The shooting taking place just down the street from where we are near Paloma Street. And family and friends of one of the victims, they did share this photo. They say this is 29-year-old Gregory DeRiso. He is in the red beanie. His father, girlfriend, and friends have been here at the scene all morning and tell us he is the father of 3 young children, and that police confirmed he was killed in this shooting. And video shows what a chaotic scene it was. People running down the street trying to flee the area. Investigators say around 11 p.m., they saw a possible armed individual go into a party. Officers did shut down that party, which had about 50 to 60 people in attendance. They say one person was detained for possession of a firearm. About 2 hours later, they came back to the same area for a shots fired radio call. Now, a large crowd was seen blocking the roadway, and at one point, police also formed a skirmish line. Multiple ambulances arrived at the scene, the wounded on stretchers. Gregory DeRiso's father spoke to us this morning, telling us how he heard about what happened.
His friend, mom called me, and I answered my phone, and she tell me bad news. I said, what the bad news, crying? They tell me she believe her son tell her my son got shot. And I've been telling them to stay away from her son.
What? She told me that my son got shot, and I was telling my son to stay away from her son?
Tell her my son got shot. And I've been telling them to stay away from her son.
Oh, that is what he say. His friend mama called me, told me that my son got shot. The same son that I've been telling my son to stay away from. Hard head to make a soft ass. And I don't even understand how that's logical, but a hard head make a soft ass. I don't know where that come from. Damn it, I think that we had to ask that question before around here at the Willie Williams Show. But yeah. Hey, man, you hard head. You told your grown ass son, a father of 3, to stay from around that boy now. Stay from around that boy. And it's crazy because our parents would tell us, that ain't your friend. Get from around them. You're not good people. I got a bad vibe about them. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times we just have to learn ourselves. And it can be, a lot of times it have to end tragically for us to learn that it's not good to be around certain people.
And at California Hospital, a large crowd was spotted outside. We believe some of the injured were taken there, some taken by ambulance, some self-transported. Once again, police say 8 were shot. A man, Gregory DeRiso, died at the scene, and a woman at the hospital. Of the injured, we do know at least one person was undergoing surgery. Now back here live. As for a suspect or suspects, there isn't any information on that. Police are hoping anyone who may have been here or who knows anything will contact the LAPD. Reporting live here in Dallas.
Got to be more careful. He say talking like he put insurance on it. Right. He do sound like he got a little insurance on, buddy. Got to be more careful. Told him. Stupid. Told him. Oh, we might have to do that one right there next. Throw another one out there for you.
A mass shooting overnight near downtown LA leaves 2 people dead and 6 more wounded.
Shouts on. Hold on. Baby out there with them shout. Here you go.
A mass shooting overnight near downtown LA leaves 2 people dead and 6 more wounded. Happened at an after party following a big weekend music festival.
Fox on his lawyer.
Do y'all know that the longer, ladies, I want y'all to understand, do y'all know that the longer y'all be out, when y'all be clubbing, and it be like 2, 3, 4 in the morning, the longer y'all be out, the pissier y'all monkeys be? I'm just saying something.
Diaz live at the scene. Laura.
Y'all be just pissy.
Yes, Alex, we've not been able to confirm that actually the after party had anything to do with the Hard Summer Music Festival. But as you just mentioned, with 2 dead and many more injured, investigators are asking for your help.
She called me and tell me her son, tell her my son got shot.
A grieving father describing the terrible news that his son had been fatally shot at an after-hours party at a warehouse east of downtown Los Angeles early Monday morning. Gunfire erupted in the 11,000 block of 14th Place, 1 a.m. Footage from the scene shows police and firefighters urgently responding to contain the crime scene.
We do have our detectives here present who are still need to canvass the area, speak to witnesses, try to locate any additional evidence of what exactly occurred.
Family identified 29-year-old Gregory DeRiso, a music producer and father of 3 who had been killed.
She just told me he got shot, and I was freaked out. So I get up, tried to see what's going on.
A woman in her 50s also struck. She drove herself to the hospital where she later died. This Monday afternoon, a makeshift memorial erected where DeRisso succumbed to his injuries. Ironically, police showed up to the party late Sunday night and arrested a suspect reportedly carrying a gun and entering a building in the district. But the party continued. 2 hours later, police called back with reports of shots fired. All hell had broken loose.
That lady say all hell. They never use hell on television.
Shots fired. All hell had broken loose.
Nature of a shooting where there's over 100 people here and bullets are flying. We're going to have a larger area that we have to canvass.
It was the Newton gang division that made that initial arrest on Sunday night. They told everybody to go home, but obviously some people elected to stay, a decision that 2 of them paid for with their lives. I'm Laura D.
Got to be more careful. Damn, boy, they be out here just to shoot. I'm glad that you just said what you just had done said, what you just had done showed me, because I got to pull this thing up. Because you is lying to me. Hold on. Oh, my God. This is really, really news. This is some real news. If I could just pull this little thing up. Wow. And why in the hell I didn't see this right here? I didn't see this right here. Hold on. Let me. Oh, well, I was on the right people page. Well, I was on the right channel. Let's see if they gonna talk about it. What about that was 3 hours ago, 6 hours ago, 6 hours ago. Parking. Hold on. Now, why I can't find this little thing right here real quick? Here.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills.
Doing too much. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm trying to see something. Y'all got to bear with me. Yeah, I got it.
Tonight, some big change.
I could play it. Just finding out. I appreciate you for showing this. Let me also be able to look at these things. Wow. Let me put this up on the screen. We got some real sad news that I'm just finding out, but I'm seeing that this had them popped by 6 hours ago. Shocking to me, but they have suspended BET Soul Train and Hip Hop Awards, and I'm seeing things that says indefinitely.
Tonight, some big changes are coming to 2 of music's biggest celebrations. BET says the Soul Train Awards and the BET Hip Hop Awards are being suspended indefinitely. In a new interview with Billboard, CEO Scott Mills said the network is rethinking how it celebrates Black culture and music, looking for new ways to connect with fans. The Soul Train Awards have honored R&B and soul legends since the 80s. The Hip Hop Awards have largely been held right here in Atlanta, starting back in 2006 at the Fox Theater. Right now, there is no timeline on if or when these shows may return. Tonight, some big changes are coming to 2 of music's.
You is lying to me. Wow. Let me. Now I got to pull this little article up that I just had done saw with Kendrick Lamar face up on it. What happened? Wow. This is crazy. Y'all, you say why they awarding this trash music anyway. You got a good point. And who owns BET? Because BET was sold a long time ago to I think one of our Lighter Hue brothers, right? Who owns BET? BET is currently owned by Paramount Global. You say is a part of Paramount CBS Entertainment. Black folks don't own it. While there have been discussions about Paramount potentially selling BET, including interest from Tyler Perry and others, Paramount ultimately decided to retain a majority stake. and now they is closing it, shutting it down indefinitely. Let's see what they're talking about. In an interview with the BET, the president, Scott Mills, reveals that the two shows are temporarily put on pause. He say, I would say that it's less about them being no longer and more about our team having to reimagine them for this changing media landscape that we find ourselves in. That's what he had done said. He say they aren't gone. So they just put on pause. But y'all got indefinitely out here. Look. This says indefinitely suspended. But no. It's just put on pause. He did allude that the show will return via a new platform or a new format or platform. The two events have served a cultural touchstone celebrating Black music and culture. The BET Awards launched in 2006 and was hosted by comedian Cat Williams at the Atlanta Fox Theater. Over the years, he said it became known for its backstage ciphers, where artists would show off their freestyling skills and dynamic on-stage performances. Y'all know what I hated about the backstage ciphers? And for them to write that, which is BS, where artists show off their freestyling skills. They're not freestyling. A lot of people don't even much understand that don't be freestyles. That be thought up lyrics. That be planned lyrics. That has been written down lyrics. That don't be freestyle. I've rapped a long doggone time, and I do know when something is being freestyle and something is written down. Shout out to T. Lee for the $2 super chat. He says, so that means the BET Awards are owned by the man. Facts. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Soul Train Awards. Who owns Soul Train now? Is it the same people? Who owns Soul Train? Oh, it's a BET network thing. Oh, Viacom owns it now, which they bought it many, many years ago. Viacom, Don Cornelius had it. I guess he had done started it or something like that right there, but then he had done sold it to Viacom, if I'm not mistaken. You say, hold on. The Soul Train, damn it. The Soul Train Awards, which honors the Black culture, music, and entertainment, received this name from the legendary show. It launched back in 1987 and featured performances by R&B and soul artists. Mm-hmm. So we lost the Soul Train Awards and lost BET. And remember back in our days, back when we was young and we was coming up. Yes, Viacom is Paramount. You say a Jewish company? Oh man, I didn't know. You say BET lost when they kept showing us Baby Boy 116 times a day. Boy, that goddamn Baby Boy used to always be on BET. God, dog. You say actually, Viacom is the parent company of Paramount. Oh wow. Okay. I've been stopped liking BET. They used to have college shows. They used to have positive shit. And then they stopped. Like they literally cut out the motivation to go into college and getting your education and all that. They cut that out. Mm-hmm. You say in the meantime, Mills told the outlet that the NAACP Image Awards and Stellar Awards won't be affected. Mills did not discuss the BET Awards, known as Cultural's biggest night. Okay, you say it celebrates the achievement of Black artists, actors, athletes, and more across the entertainment industry. You say in June, the BET Awards celebrated its 25th anniversary at the Peacock Theater in downtown Los Angeles. This was the same BET Awards that gave Glorilla Gospel Song of the Year. I can't take these people serious, man. Got to be more careful. So listen, it's not indefinitely. It's not indefinitely. It's just on pause. So don't believe what is being written out here. Do not believe what is being written out here. And that was on them. Let me see. Okay, and even the Rolling Stones said the same thing. BET Hip Hop Awards and Soul Train Music Awards have been suspended indefinitely. Mm-hmm. That's what they say. That's what they say. But in my mind, in my mind, this shit should have been canceled. It just have been making darker hue folks look like garbage. Everybody else's awards looks real classy. Our awards is the trashiest, is like the Source Awards. The trashiest, the most demeaning awards out of everybody award. I don't give a damn of what culture it is. What genre it is. BET Awards, Hip Hop Awards, and what's that other? The Source Awards is the most ratchetest shit ever. It just became ratchet. Damn it, the music ain't good. I just don't. Damn. But they say, it's just on pause. That's what they said, but they said something else in the beginning. Moving right along, I ain't gonna be much hold you. Got to be more careful. Whew. And you know what's crazy? Companies like that company, the Paramount company, I ain't finna sell that shit back to black folk. No. Which is kind of strange that they would actually cut out the culture's biggest nights. Because even once they change it into if they change it into something else, they will lose way more viewers. Because they really, really lost a lot of viewership. They lost a lot of viewership once they changed the programming. They lost a lot of people, man. Like I think everybody I know don't watch BET. They may watch the awards here and there, but on the regular, like a day-to-day type thing, no. They don't rock with BET like that no more. I think ever since BET got sold, they're like, how in the hell a black man gonna sell BET to white folk? Huh? Shout out to Miss Buttgood for the $4 cash out. You say, Pastor, I'm on my way behind, but I'm here tuned in. I appreciate that right there. Thank you for being around here for real. Yes, BET is washed, man. This shit is over. It's over. Lighter Hue was promoting it until the kids started acting that way. That's a good one right there. And just think about it. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me check something else. Who owns the Source Awards? The Source Awards is owned by the magazine, and that's Benzino. So, all right. The Source, which is founded by David Mays, while Mays and former co-owner. Oh, so Benzino is a former owner. I thought he still had some ownership. Are no longer involved with the company. The Source Awards reportedly purchased by a black-owned entity in 2008. The award ceremony itself is a creation of the magazine staff to address what they saw as the underappreciation of hip-hop by other award shows. Oh, okay. So when is the next Source Awards then? Well, they came out in 1988, dog. Got to be more careful. Hold on. So when is the next Source Awards? The 2025 Source Awards will take place on August the 26th. This month. Shut the front door. The Source Awards, August 25th, and the 22nd annual Source Hall Fame Award, honoring women in the music industry. According to the musicrow.com, the event will be held at the Musicians Hall of Fame and Museum in the historic municipal auditorium. Oh, okay. All right. So we still got the Source Awards. I don't be watching none of that flash shit. It just ain't interesting, dog. Where's the music? Well, where's really the music at? I just don't see the music. Yes. The Source magazine was the ish. The things that made magazines so good because they only came out once a month. And because a lot of people don't know, older people, we didn't grow up with the internet. We grew up with magazines and newspapers and shit. We didn't have this everyday connection with our favorite artists. Like, we did not know about their lives or anything. Magazines like the Source Awards gave you the in-depth on a lot of things according to their writers. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was the shit. That was the media outlet. Got to be more careful. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much hoe. You say the BET is gonna play Brokeback Mountain 20 times a day. Now, got to be more careful. So listen, the biggest award shows for darker hue folks was purchased by non-darker hue people, which gave them control of the awards that so many darker hue people like. Now they've had the ability to cut it off whenever they wanted to. That's what's up. All these millionaires and so-called billionaires. But then again, you sell to who you want to sell to. It is your choice. Anyway, we got Bun. Bun is denied for a man accused of killing his wife at a Jackson apartment complex. Now, why didn't I put the little thing up? I just put them beautiful sisters back up on the screen. Hold on. Let me get myself together. Let me go ahead on and hit on the thingamajig. Grab that, slide that like that. Bam! Bun denied. He said black award shows look like they held in nightclub on a BYOB night. I'm trying to tell you, this shit, man, shit garbage. Here we go.
The Westwood apartment community in Jackson was struck with tragedy Thursday after a standoff turned deadly. 12 News' Delisha Banks has more details about the city's 35th homicide of the year.
Just before noon Thursday, the Jackson Police Department and other agencies responded to the Westwood apartment complex, where 52-year-old Ron Christopher Allen barricaded himself in the leasing office. Inside with him was his wife, who he is charged with shooting to death. Christopher appeared in court earlier today for the death of 24-year-old Malia Bess. Witnesses say they spotted the suspect at the leasing office Thursday, moments before he went inside and shot his wife multiple times. It was also said that witnesses called Bess's phone during the incident, and Christopher answered, confirming her death.
Oh, I think that this is a story that I had done did, and this is just an update about him not having bond. All right, go.
The brief standoff ended when Christopher surrendered to SWAT, who was also on scene. Police say he was covered in his wife's blood. Today, a resident of Westwood spoke highly of Malia Bess's character, stating she was a kind-hearted person. The resident refused to disclose their identity on camera out of fear of their personal safety.
Malia, she was sweet, understanding. I mean, she had the heart of gold, basically. If you didn't have it, she understood you didn't have it. She gave grace. She understood it.
If you didn't have it, she understood you didn't have it. She gave grace. These are the types of people that you do not want working for your company. I don't listen. I understand that we all fall short of glory. I get that right there, but goddamn it, this is a business. And this is darker hue folk problem. Guess where we don't fall short at? Walmart. Guess where we don't fall short at? The club. Best Buy, Publix, the rental car company, the new car company. Everywhere where there's not a black person owning the company, do we, for some reason, we always got it for other people's company. I don't understand. I don't understand. This is crazy. Now, the job that she was working on, dog you people that didn't own the place, but I'd have fired her. I'd have fired her. Whoa. What you mean she gave Grace and rent due? I don't understand.
She gave Grace. She understood.
Hold on. Even if you didn't have it, you couldn't afford it.
She had the heart of gold, basically. If you didn't have it, she understood. You didn't have it. She gave Grace.
She gave Grace, meaning that she gave you an opportunity to come back up with that money. I wonder how many times did people F her over? How many times did she have to come out of her pocket and cover somebody's thing so it doesn't affect her or get her fired? I wonder how many times to where she did not even collect them people's money, and then she had to turn in what she had. She these ain't the type of people that you want work for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Everything. Have y'all noticed everything that we really, really want? We find a way to pay for it.
She understood. Well, I mean, what happened to her, it was terrible. I mean, we wasn't expecting it. And we residents out here, so we most definitely wasn't expecting it. I just hate it.
The resident says the Westwood community will never be the same. As for Ron Christopher Allen, he's currently being held with no bond.
You know, it'd be crazy. The Westwood apartments, it will be the same. Again, we just be saying stuff. It will be the same. People will continue to do exactly what they was doing before she lost her life. They will continue to go to work, come home, go to school, come home, go to the club, go to the store, do every single thing that they was doing before this. It will be the same.
His next court date has not been set. In Jackson, Delisha Banks.
Got to be more careful. And I think that was a story to where she was trying to leave him or something. Was that done? Because we did this story. Oh, was that the dude? Oh, this was a story to where they interviewed the two friends, and one of the friends said that he was on my couch. We was just talking about their relationship. To where she was staying with a friend, and that same friend allowed him to come in and have a conversation. That's the same. It's the same story. That one. So, you know, she was trying to leave him. Remember, she wasn't from around there. I think she was from Chicago or something. And they was like telling her, well, girl, you need to go back to Chicago. I think that this is the same story. Mm-hmm. Oh, the age difference was it 52 and 24? I think it was 52 and 24, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. He had them find him a young tender. Find him old nice little young tender, and she understands separating and divide means to death do us part, baby. Because they was married. Mm-hmm. They had a nice little wedding and stuff like that right there. For real though. Move right along. I ain't gonna even much show you. If you're just not coming on in, we screaming like airwell. We screaming like airwell like it's the end of days out here in these streets, man. What is that right there? Then we got 182 likes. We should have been over 200. I can't do it without you good people. I need your support. Shout out to D-Boy for the $5 super chat. They say, Willie, we gonna try and watch from Hawaii. He said going on vacay, leaving in 13 hours. He said gonna be a lot of hunching. Make sure you do a lot of hunching overseas. Do a lot of hunching overseas. Yeah. That way, if you have children, and we're not trying to have children though, but damn it, if you get impregnated, and if you're impregnating somebody, you could tell them, I had that major over there in Hawaii that night. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Enjoy. I have not been to Hawaii in a good little minute. For real. Yeah. Listen, I need y'all support. We got Cash App, Super Chat, membership, subscribe. Subscribe. We got PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, Pleasant Candles and everything. Pleasant Candles and all. Hold on. I didn't put my GoFundMe up here because y'all do know that Willie Williams got to GoFundMe because I need your support too. Links is down there in the description. There's really no excuse. There's really no excuse why I shouldn't be able to be supported like everybody else is being supported out here for the things that they do. And the things that I do them longer, like 2 hours a lot of times. I do my thing like 2 hours out here in these streets. Need the support. Y'all listen. I got a story that you may not believe. This is different. This is really, really different. I don't know like if I did this story and it's like an update, but regardless of whether this is an update, this is just something just totally different. Grab that. Pop that like that right there. Damn it, I should have did that before I did that. Got that. Bam. There we go. A victim of a crime, a victim of a death, a victim of a murder. Her mom is outraged because the murder suspect is being let out to attend the funeral. The suspect of doing the murder is let out to go to a funeral for his peoples. For real, though.
Outraged after learning their daughter's accused killer is being allowed to temporarily get out of jail.
And they fear the release will open the door for him to escape. Local 10 Sonella Sabovic live in Fort Lauderdale with a mother's plea. Sonella.
Well, Louie and Christy, this is pretty shocking. How is a man jailed on a second-degree murder charge? He has been locked up here since last month, able to leave custody temporarily per a judge's order to attend his father's funeral. Well, understandably so. The victim's mother, she lost her daughter back in May due to gun violence. She is outraged and terrified.
It was like a slap in my face.
Alacia Ford Barron is outraged.
I can't go and pick my daughter out that grave and say, let me spend some time with her. But he's able to go home and lay in his bed? No, that's not right.
The man accused of murdering her daughter, 20-year-old Larry Lamar Smith, will be released from jail for 34 hours to attend his father's funeral in Miami this weekend. Smith is charged with second-degree murder, a non-bondable offense. He was arrested last month, accused of killing 19-year-old Myra Ziegler in Fort Lauderdale back in May following a dispute outside of an Airbnb. 2 weeks ago, Smith's defense attorney requested the temporary release. Prosecutors objected to it. A hearing was held on Monday, and Judge Bailey granted the request. The Broward State Attorney's Office releasing the statement reading in part, the judge ruled in favor of the defense and ordered that the defendant can be released overnight from 9 a.m. on Friday through 7 p.m. on Saturday to attend the wake and funeral. The judge ordered the defendant to wear a GPS monitor and to be accompanied by his mother. So how is someone accused of second-degree murder held on no bond able to be temporarily released with the GPS monitor? We asked criminal defense attorney Mark Eiglarsh.
This is an extremely rare ruling. It happens, and I applaud judges who take risks and who are compassionate. But that understanding is with the risk that they could not return to court or worse, commit a new offense while they're out.
This afternoon, the judge agreed to a hearing tomorrow to clarify his ruling. Ford Barron is thankful for a chance to possibly change his mind.
This makes me feel like, okay, someone is listening, that I'm going to be able to be heard now. So, and hopefully things will change.
Louie and Christy, the power of TV, or is it just a total coincidence that this hearing was scheduled tomorrow at 8:30? Of course, Alacia Ford Barron will be there, as will our camera, to see if anything will change or if this ruling will simply be clarified. Stay tuned. We will keep you posted and updated. For now, that is the very latest. Reporting live.
I'd be mad. I'd be It's something about these judges. I just keep it. Listen, this all goes back to we don't be knowing the judges that's in our city, town, municipalities, or nothing when it's time to vote people in and out. And once these judges make these BS decisions that actually put people in more danger, we tend to forget the judges who have done these types of things when it's time to vote. In so many counties and states and stuff, we have judges doing things that just don't even make sense. Like it literally does not make common sense. I do understand that people, they lack the common sense thing, but it just really, they need to be removed off the bench. Like why would you release somebody who has been accused and had no bond? He's been accused, arrested, and charged with murder. The system believes that he's done it so much that they didn't even give a bond. But we're going to release. We don't want to give the hell. A lot of times we don't give a person a bond because we do believe that they may be a threat to society, a threat to the community, right? But as long as you're gonna be with your mama and you're gonna be tethered, you're gonna have your little bracelet on, we all right with letting you out. Why this baby done lost her life out here in these doggone streets. Now, just what if when Buddy's supposed to be going to his daddy's funeral that he slide up on them people's family and let's say, hell, what if he just go do another crime? Should the judge be held accountable? Should the judge be sued? Because if he get out and he does another crime and harm somebody, the judge needs to be sued and the judge need to go to prison. But our problem is we would not write these judges' names down and leave them on the wall or something. Leave them with your voting papers for the next 3 to 4 years. You remember these judges. You literally remember these judges from these stories that's going on in your community. And then when that time comes, because y'all know that we got short attention spans, damn it, our memory is just shot, so we got to write things down and put them up on the wall or put them in our remember the judge book, you know what I'm saying? For when it's time to go on around there and vote, now you can be like, oh, I remember this judge did this judge did. I do believe that this judge need to not be in office anymore. But when I tell y'all we really don't care, we play too much, that's what I be meaning. We don't care. We just be talking. Moving right along. I ain't gonna get much over you. We may look at this, oh man, I can't believe it, but we ain't gonna do shit about it. We ain't finna do nothing. We ain't finna do nothing. Nothing. Where all my nurses at? Where all my nurses? All of my HHAs, my CNAs, my PCTs, my LPNs, my RNs, my BSNs. How y'all doing? Because y'all all nurses. Y'all is all nurses out here in these streets. I've often said going to college and a lot of this stuff is overrated and a lot of this shit just costs too much for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Damn it, it's too many courses. There's too many courses on the shit that you ain't gonna need much use. You're just not gonna use the majority of the stuff. Another problem that I have, a lot of people go through and have them spent their money. I want y'all to really, really think about this right here. You spend your money on school. You completed the school. You completed, you went through all of your hours, all of your hours, your credits, so you graduate. You got all that shit out the way. So you done graduated, right? You spent all this money, you graduated. With some degrees, you can't work if you don't pass the state board. In nursing, in the medical field, you can't work without your state license. You went through school 2 years, 4 years, 6 years, 8 years, 10 years. You went through school. You paid your money. I want y'all to really, really think about this. You done paid your money. You passed all your tests. You scored great. You know what I'm saying? A good score. Yeah. Because you did what you need to do to pass the course. Now it's done. graduated and took a little cute little picture, shit like that right there, from balling and snort a little coke, something like that right there, and smoke a little reef. Yeah. You still can't put in the application because now you got to sign up for the state board. If you don't pass the state board, all your years of going to school means nothing. Yes, this is pertaining to that. All it means nothing. Yeah. And I know what y'all think. Well, hey, if you went through all of these courses and all these years, then it should be easy for you to pass the state board. Hell no. Hell no. The NCLEX is difficult as hell. The NCLEX is really, really difficult. Ask the people who've actually taken it. It's really, really difficult. But see, just because you failed the NCLEX, it don't mean that you don't know what you've learned in school. Taking a state license is only telling the state that you can retain more shit, or you can retain the stuff that's on the test. Do y'all know that you can challenge a state board test as far as not in all degrees of education, but in some of them you can challenge these state board tests and just go in on and just take the test and not even go through school. We have a situation. We have a story about a fake nurse. They calling her a fake nurse out here in these streets. In Florida, my state saying you gotta say, bust a bitch, go home, say, please don't run up. We're in Fifth Hour Life State. A Florida woman is accused of posing as a nurse, and she treated thousands of people. Not just over 1,000, over 2,000. No. They saying over 4,000 people that she's treated, but now she's been arrested. Here we go.
Posed as a nurse in Flagler County is now in jail. Deputies say the woman worked on thousands of patients by pretending to be someone else.
West 2's Justin Shecker joins us live this afternoon in Flagler County. Justin, we know you just got an update from the sheriff. What did he say?
What he said?
Well, Sheriff Rick Staley describes this case as one of the most disturbing cases of medical fraud his deputies have ever investigated. Fortunately, the sheriff says there were no serious injuries or deaths related to this former Advent Health employee who's accused of getting her job by posing as another registered nurse.
Say, what did she save lives? Though I believe that she's done saved a lot of lives.
Hey there, are you Autumn?
Yeah.
Can you step out of the car for me, please?
Sure. Flagler County Sheriff's deputies arrested 29-year-old Autumn Bardisa Tuesday for 7 counts of practicing a healthcare profession without a license and 7 counts of fraudulent use of personal identification information.
I would say this is greed or wanting a job so bad that you would manipulate a system and assume somebody's identity.
He said greed and wanting a job so bad. Put a fork in that.
To be able to practice. You went to school, but you failed the exam.
The criminal
See, she went to school. She failed the state board.
Investigation began after Advent Health Palm Coast Parkway terminated Bardisa in January for impersonating another registered nurse.
She was up for a promotion to a charge nurse, and that triggered a review of her documentation, at which time they determined that it was fraudulent.
The charging affidavit says Advent Health hired Bardisa as an advanced nurse tech in July 2023. During the hiring process, she lied that she passed her exam, and she provided the license number matching another person with her first name and a different last name. Bardisa claims she was recently married and had a new last name.
So they congratulated her on getting married, asked her to provide a copy of the marriage certificate, which she never did.
Between June 2024 through January, detectives say Bardisa treated nearly 4,500 patients as an RN, despite never holding a valid nursing license. The sheriff says the state attorney filing a charge for every potential victim was impractical.
They charged 1 count for each month that she worked at the hospital.
So they didn't want to charge her for over 4,000 counts. They didn't want to give her 4,000 counts, but we would charge you every month that you was out here lying to the people.
As allegedly a fully licensed, authorized RN.
The affidavit says in March, a state medical quality assurance investigator first interviewed the other Autumn, who works as an RN for Advent Health in South Florida. She told the investigator she took other steps to protect her credit in case Bardiza attempted to steal her identity outside of her medical license.
She found somebody with her first name, different last name, but how she was able to find is they actually went to school together, but they did not know each other.
And Bardiza was booked into the Flagler County Detention Facility on a combined $70,000 bond. She does have an arraignment scheduled for September 2nd. And the sheriff is asking anyone who believes they might have been one of her victims to send an email to fakenurse@flaglersheriff.com. Covering Flagler County live in Palm Coast, I'm Justin Shecker, WESH 2 News.
All right, Justin. Now we reached out to Advent Health and asked what protocols they have to prevent this from happening again. In a statement, a spokesperson says, quote, "We do not comment on private personnel matters or pending legal matters. All inquiries should be directed to the Flagler County Sheriff's Office."
That wasn't the right response. That's not what was asked.
To prevent this from happening again.
Watch it.
I'm Justin Shecker, WESH 2 News.
All right, Justin. Now we reached out to Advent Health and asked what protocols they have to prevent this from happening again.
What protocols do y'all have to prevent this from happening again? Watch their response.
In a statement, a spokesperson says, quote, "We do not comment on private personnel matters or pending legal matters. All inquiries should be directed to the Flagler County Sheriff's Office."
They didn't ask, listen, damn it, the news didn't ask y'all to comment on the legal matters. Just said, is there anything that y'all finna put in place to prevent this type of situation from happening again? And they don't want to say nothing about it. Y'all wild out here in these streets. I say let that baby go. Let that baby go. You got to ask yourself this right here. Passing the state board don't mean that you can do the job, and it don't mean that you know how to do the job. What really determines whether you know how to do the job is actually doing the damn job. You can go to school all you want to. There's still a thing of training on hands-on training. Doing things repeatedly, repetitive, stuff like that right there. That's really what teaches you your job. Yeah. You learn the hypotheticals and stuff from the little book work and shit, but until you put some hands on certain things, you don't know it. So we got to just think about this right here. She was so good at her job. They wanted to promote her to be a charge nurse. I know. A lot of y'all don't know what a charge nurse is, but a charge nurse is a nurse that's in charge. Yeah. A charge nurse is a nurse that is in charge of like your floor, your ward. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So to be promoted to a charge nurse, guess what she had to do? Come to work on time, take care of all of her patients, do proper reports, have been given the proper meds, doing everything that has been asked of her supervisor. She didn't violate any HIPAA laws. You know what I'm saying? Like she performed the job as the job's supposed to be performed, because if she didn't, she would have not been pushed up, moved up, advanced to another or a higher position. Charge nurses get paid more than non-charge nurses. So I want people to understand. There's people who have passed the test and people who is nurses right now. Guess who they did not promote? Those nurses who passed the state board. Think about that right now. Listen. Everybody, allegedly, everybody else who was working at Advent Health passed the state board, right? Everybody got their license, right? The one without the license got the promotion. Damn, I'd be mad than a zombie. Bitch, I done destroyed my brain trying to practice to take this damn NCLEX, and I done stressed myself out, and I done passed the shit. I've been here working here longer than her. How this bitch get a promotion? You come to find out this baby ain't even got no license. That you ain't got no license number. And you been here shorter than me. Or did she screw somebody to get this promotion? Right. You say she should be forgiven and awarded an honorary license. Now that'd be a good thing to do. They already short on license. On nurses. Mm-hmm. Is there a nursing shortage in Florida? Yes, Florida is experiencing a significant nursing shortage, particularly in certain areas and specialties. Projections indicate a potential shortfall of nearly 60,000 nurses. 60,000 nurses by 2035 due to the population growth and the aging populations, according to the Florida Hospital Association. This shortage is not limited to specific roles or regions, but rather affects all types of nurses, including those in critical care. 60,000. And y'all gonna shout up? Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself.
During the hiring process,
Look at her. She's confused. She should have told the police, y'all do know that they like promoting me. Like I'm finna get a promotion. What is she doing? She's just 29. Like somebody say, I refuse to believe that she's 29. Shout out to Doc Mass for the $5 cash app. Say peace. Say that's all. I appreciate that right there. For real though. This is crazy. You say, does she even have a driver's license? Hey, yeah, she got the scrubs and everything. Yeah. Yeah, man, that baby been putting in work. She had done told them people that she hadn't got married. They asked for her marriage certificate. She did not present the marriage certificate. I think that she just told too many lies at one time. Well, she had to throw up the marriage because of saying like the name change, because her and the other girl, they had different names. So she tried to do the marriage thing and hoping that they would not ask her for proof of the name change. So when she threw that out and she had them forgot that, damn, what if they asked me to verify? How am I going to be able to verify? And maybe she couldn't make it back home to do a PDF of a marriage certificate. Uh-oh. My bad. I had to miss that question right there. You say, Willie, inquiring minds wants to know, why do we say overseas when actually we travel over the ocean? That's a good one. That is a good one. We say, because the sea and the ocean is different, right? Hold on. The sea and the ocean. Is the sea and the ocean different? Wait. Is the sea and the ocean different? Yes, oceans are significantly larger, deeper bodies of salt water that covers vast parts of the Earth's surfaces, while seas are smaller, particularly enclosed bodies of salt water that are typically located at the margins of the ocean near land. I never knew that right there. Great question. Why do we say overseas and not over the ocean? You thought it through. See, you questioned it. And we got to question everything. Question it all. Because I ain't never knew that right there. You say seas are small bodies of water. See, I never knew that. I don't know if they taught it like in like elementary school. I have no idea, because question. I didn't need it. I've never had to know that in my lifetime of trying to get some money and pay bills. So, you know what I'm saying? Things typically don't stick with us that we really don't be needing, though. You know what I'm saying? You say that baby got another job already. Got to be more careful. That's just crazy. You say, why did she want a name change? No. When they had did their investigation and thought it through, she had the same name as the chick that she went to school with, but they have two different last names. She threw out, I got married, so that's why my name changed to the name that they saw on on whatever license that she had produced. So they say, well, oh, all right. Oh, you just had to got married. Oh, I can you bring us a certificate in so we can just verify it? She was never able to do that right there. He said, Willie, our daughter went from RN to charge nurse in 1 year. She works from home now, married with 3 children. Lord have mercy. That's what's up. He said, why did she? I read that right there. He said, why do we say across the pond when going to England? That's a good one. I think that they just came up with some more shit to say. Some different ways to say stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like Keisha and Keisha. There's like 6-7 ways to spell Keisha. You know, people that want to be different. You say she's gonna work in the infirmary. Bam. You say, oh, yep, and they work at the same hospital that Advent's Health. Yep. She, the one who just got arrested, was working in Flagler County. The other woman works in Miami. Yep, for the same damn company. Ain't that something? That baby she kind of had done thought it through just a little bit. Kind of had done just like a little bit. Oh, we got a quick update before we go on and get on up out of here, man. Listen, I appreciate y'all for being around here. I really, really do. And thank y'all for the thumbs up. Is we over 200 with the thumbs up? Yes, we over 200 with the thumbs up. We have a update about the player who had knocked off the 16-year-old, who had knocked off the pregnant 16-year-old. We get to hear from the mother who put the restraining order on him because he was dealing with her 17-year-old. And like she said, she had been trying to get him up off the street for the longest, but the courts really weren't, you know what I'm saying? They weren't rocking with her, nothing like that. But she get to speak out. Here we go.
A string of sexual abuse investigations involving minors spanning 2 decades, all allegedly connected to the same 36-year-old man that police are also accusing of murdering a 16-year-old girl pregnant with his child. Standing at Maryview Park last week, mourning the death of 16-year-old Zariah Dodd, Adrienne thought about the man accused in the girl's murder.
I had been trying for over a year to get this man off the streets.
She's talking about 36-year-old Jarrell Davis. He and 18-year-old Jacree James Gillette are accused of killing Dodd in July, who police say was pregnant with Davis's baby.
When I heard that it happened, I immediately knew he had something to do with it.
Her hunch coming from personal experience.
The grooming was intense.
She alleges her own underage daughter was targeted by Davis, going missing multiple times last year. She says to see him.
When I tell you she's a different person now, the trauma that took place on this last go round.
Adrienne said
her daughter went missing multiple times because she said that his grooming was damn near top notch.
She reported Davis multiple times to police, even filed an order of protection against him. And yet
there's been at least 4 or 5 missing persons reports that have been filed in connection with Jarrell since he had been served the order of protection.
Late last week, Avondale police recommended charges against 36-year-old Davis for sexual exploitation of and contact with a minor, custodial interference, and interfering with judicial proceedings. Adrienne says this is the case that involved her daughter.
So the type of mind control and the things that were going on, I don't feel like she thought at times she had an option.
Women will always give women that pass. She called it mind control. She said a player had mind control over her. Let me just explain something to you. Oh, once that monkey get moist and the meats get hard, our parenting is damn near over. He talked up on it, and she gave in. He smashed. He made love to that baby. And once he did that right there, the shit that she was saying, stay away from who? I'm going to stay away from you. I ain't going to stay away from him.
The things that were going on, I don't feel like she thought at times she had an option.
Davis's behavior
I think there was time that she thought that she didn't have an option. How could you not think that you got an option?
Documented as early as 2007, when he, at 19, was accused of having sex with a 14-year-old. He pled guilty to child abuse with sexual motivation and sentenced to 10 years probation.
I say child abuse with sexual motivation. What? Have y'all ever heard of that right now? Child abuse with sexual motivation. How do we break that down? Child abuse with sexual motivation. Isn't you motivated sexually if you're abusing the child? Like if you
I don't feel like he should ever see the light of day.
Now, this tragic end for another young life, police connect to the same man.
In no way do I feel like that could not have been my phone call.
Adrienne is urging parents to stay vigilant when their alarm bells go off. She said she reported the situation, had GPS tracking, tried talking with her daughter, all to stop contact.
Slipped through the cracks just because I needed to support my family. I had to go to work, and during my work hours, a predator took advantage of my child.
Oh, you had to do the thing called work. Shout out to all the single mamas out here in the doggone street, because this is one thing that single mamas, they really don't be understanding. We have listened to interviews of predators. Hell, we even did the whole story on a map. A map explained to us the type of children that he looks for. Typically, children who ain't got no damn daddy. Typically, a child from a single mother household. Why is it easier to smash a child in a single mother's household? Because she has to work, especially you working mothers, you working single mamas with multiple kids, shit like that right there. Y'all got to work your ass off. And I did really appreciate y'all for working back when I was in school, because the things that we had done did in y'all's house, in y'all's homes, in y'all apartments, and y'all scatter sites with your daughters was really, really amazing. I really want to thank y'all, because y'all daughters didn't have no damn daddies. At least didn't have no daddies in the household. Huh? Us as teenagers had a wonderful time in the single mother's households. Yup. Right when you think your baby's getting an education, she getting taught something. We partying at y'all house because you hell, don't mess around and work a shift from like 10 to about 8 or something like that. It's sweet at your house, lady. Yeah. While I had to work, a predator had a chance to get to my baby.
All to stop contact.
Slipped through the cracks just because I needed to support my family. I had to go to work.
Yeah.
And during my work hours, a predator took advantage of my child.
Predator took advantage of your child. Yep. And do y'all know what else is crazy? A lot of us older folk came up with mama and daddy inside the house, and or if it wasn't mama and daddy, grandma used to watch us, and grandma and granddaddy was at the house. You know what I'm saying? Way, way, way back in the days, the women would be home and the men would go out and work. Why? It's all, and with that type of structure, there's always somebody at the house. There's always somebody at the doggone house if there's one that's working and one that stays home. So predators, it's really hard for the predators to get to your children if there's always an adult at the crib. This is just facts. We ain't got to even look up we don't have to look up the statistics, because it's common sense. If there's always a parent home, adults don't mess with it. Listen, there's always a parent home. There's always somebody at your house. Do y'all know that we couldn't even party at somebody's house because there was somebody at their house? Right? You got a daddy and a mom, like they live together with y'all? Damn. You got to go to the park or something like that right there. But it's just not going to happen at the house. But you can't explain to these women how it is real detrimental for you to be a single mother. It might work out for you as the mother. Boy, y'all children be getting so much shit as a single mama. And us males, we really do appreciate y'all. I promise you, we That's what's up. Oh, you ain't got no daddy. No, shawty. No, shit, what time your mom be out here working? Your mama be working doubles? Shit. Your mama work doubles? Where your mama work at? Oh, she work downtown. She don't take her about a good hour and a half to 2 hours to get home dealing with traffic. You know what I'm saying? She get off like at 5, but she don't make it home like 7:30ish. Damn, boy, we finna have us a ball. What time do she go to work? Oh, she got to be to work at 9, but because she work up in the city, she got to leave the house like 6:30, 7 o'clock due to like the traffic. 7:15. All right. So listen, we gonna fake like we going to school, or at least we gonna go for first period. Party at your house, man. We gonna order pizza and every goddamn thing. We're gonna watch soap operas and all that good stuff. Am I talking about my school years? Hell yeah. We used to skip school and watch Days of Our Lives, shit like that right there. That's how I got hooked up on them doggone stories being in a single mother's household. I promise you. We was ordering pizza. And back then, we had the regular channels, 4, 6, 10, 4, 6, 10, 12, 33, 39. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't really have like a lot of but we did have cable. We had a little cable, but it was like the daytime, and we wasn't used to like being out of school. You know what I'm saying? So when you out of school, you got to see the types of shows that come on through the week. So we skipping. We cut the TV on and goddamn soap opera, good as hell. I mess around and watch the Days of Our Lives the first time, and I think the Days of Our Lives made me skip for months, which I skipped for months. Because I'm trying to see what Stefano out here doing. You know what I'm saying? I love Days of Our Lives. And Stefano had done died. I cried and shit. I reported on it on YouTube. Damn, I did a show about it. I had tears in my eyes and shit. Oh, Stefano had done died. Stupid. Soap opera people shouldn't die. He says, especially in the summertime, I'm trying to tell you. Ooh, say especially if you work nights out here. Ooh. Again, shout out to you single mamas who work overnight. Oh my God. And your girls is like teens, something like that right there, and they can really take care of themselves and you trust them. Cause those your girls. I get it. We spending nights and hanging out, drinking liquors and shit, smoking weed outside. Off of your back porch. Yeah. Boy, we used to have fun at you single mamas' homes. Do you remember Santa Barbara TV show? Yep. He said, Willie, I was watching the Wheel of Fortune with my la guessing prices. Telling you, boy, the good old days. The good old days. So to all of you, yes, I was already a skipper, but it motivated me to skip more. I promise you, Days of Our Lives motivated me to skip. Like, I was skipping like 3-4 weeks at a time. I would go to school, first period, I'm out. I'm out. And then when I come back to school, they put me in detention. I done missed a lot of classes and stuff, and then I get put in CSI, which was like my best class because I liked it. The teacher, shout out to Miss Collins, and she done passed away, man. Shout out to Miss Collins. I would end up being her, what y'all used to call like the teacher's pet and stuff like that. But I was able to roam the school and go get lunch and all that fly stuff right there and run errands and drop off shit in the school. And that lady love her some me. I was good people, but I would go to all of my classes and get all of my work and do all the makeup work and all that fly shit right there. And that's how I would pass my classes. Because I would just go do all the work. Yeah. And then when I get out of CSI, I'm skipping again. I'm skipping again. We got another single mama house to go to. You know what I'm saying? So it was a beautiful thing. It really was a beautiful thing. Listen, man, y'all give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all made it to the end of the Nightly News round here in this street. Thank y'all for getting over 200, man. I really do appreciate that right there on this hump day, Wednesday. We made it over the hump, y'all. Made it over the hump. You say, Will, no, you got to go to Days of Our Lives. Victor Newman. Man, that's been my player since I was a little boy. Now, I know about me some Victor now. I know about me some Victor, too. Listen. I grew up with a mama and some aunties. Goddamn stories, everything. So, yeah, I was hooked on Days of Our Lives, but I also came up with All in the Family, General Hospital, Dallas. Used to watch Dallas and all that fly shit right up, man. The good old days. Yeah. Shout out to Miss Collins. Yeah. And then Miss Collins' sister went to working at the school. Miss Collins' daughter went to working at the schoolhouse. And a lot of the players were trying to smash her daughter. She was like 26, 28, something like that right there. But the players were at her. So here in this group trying to take something. She was an adult. Yeah. Yep. The Young and the Restless. Damn it, I forgot about that right there. Yeah. I don't watch every soap opera because I came up with aunties and stuff, with godmamas and stuff like that. Yeah. But boy, like between 12 and 4, if you don't shut your mouth, between 12 and 4 or 12 and 5, it was something like that right there. If you don't shut your mouth in the goddamn house, stop coming in and out of the goddamn house, you better go on, better take your ass outside and play. Goddamn stories on. Break your neck out here in these streets. Who? Yep. Damn it, I forgot. The Bold and the Beautiful. Yep. Damn, boy, we had some good times back in the day. As the World Turns. Yes. You say you still watch Barney Miller, All in the Family, Good Times, Sanford and Son, etc. Hell yeah. I be watching everything. I like that old stuff because now I watch it now just due to the fact I was a child when I was watching these things. So I really you really don't get like the understanding of everything that's going on until you become an adult. And now you go back and watch that stuff and you be like, oh shit, they was talking about this right here. Or they were saying this right here. Because now you grow. You say it's funny that y'all talking about soaps. Say, I just got my brother hooked on Dog Shadow. Got to be more careful. Trying to tell you, man, that's back when TV was TV. Y'all listen, man, we're finna go on and get on up out of here. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show says just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la or your life is your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. I appreciate y'all for rocking with a player, man. Thank y'all, man. Oh, you say I can't believe that Victor Newman is alive and Stefano Demir is dead. Yes, you say Victor got to be a clone. Got to be more careful. God damn it, Stefano. I'm hurt. Still hurt. Y'all have a good one. Well, I'm going to see y'all mañana. I'm out of here, man. I'm loving it.